couple men in the world that.
The Usual Rejects.
Welcome back. Wait, can they hear us?
Yeah, now
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
To the Hideout. We are the Usual Rejects. My name is Nico, aka Prince Productions.
My name is Dr. Dick, aka Kevin Lopez.
And I am Christian, also known as AAPS Entertainment, and one day the entertainment will be gone.
And of course, this is a show where we talk about film and TV news every single week. As per usual, there will be timestamps down below. And today, we've got a lot to cover, boys. We have fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trailers and 2 reviews.
And I don't even know how many of the trailers I've seen.
We'll find out right now. Well,
I have a question.
What's your question?
Did you watch Bring Her Back?
I did not.
Okay, we're
I'm just gonna-
be spoiled for.
No, you guys can talk about it. I'll just take a prolonged bathroom break.
Oh.
So
Because he's going to be...
So you're gonna Jake it.
Oh, he's going to Jake it.
I'm gonna take it.
Oh, live on stream. We're going to have 2 cameras.
Let's go. We call that-
Nico POV.
Let's go rank it. Play jerk rank.
No, my gosh. Oh, yeah, okay. But let's get started. First of all, in terms of quickfire news, right? Camp Rock 3 is officially in the works.
With Demi Lovato and all them?
We don't know those details yet. I mean, Blumhouse is currently working on the rights to acquire Saw with Lionsgate as a financial partner. Ma 2 is in the works, with
Oh,
Octavia
what?
Spencer obviously set to return. Emily Hampshire will play the human version of Edith in Vision Quest. We got a first look at the Galactus popcorn bucket, which, by the way, will cost $80.
I know, but it's 17 inches of fun. Continue.
Andrew Garfield has officially been cast in Luca Guadagnino's newest film. More details on that next week. And finally, Superman, as of today, is officially complete. James Gunn sent out a little tweet saying that the film is done. And I actually have an insider exclusive to Superman.
Oh, yeah, we have...
This guy in the Matrix going.
So
Is that, like, actually scheduled in the thing?
what?
The
Yeah,
Superman?
I put it in here. I just needed a segue to talk about this. So basically, the Superman movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's this character. Her what is her character name? The engineer. That's what her name is. You want to look her? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's Maria Gabriela de Fera.
Yeah, let me grab her poster.
Yeah,
She
we'll pull
got
that
her
up.
face.
There we go.
You just press.
Oh, wait, we're on the-
Don't do. Oh shit! Did it?
We're not even on the right screen yet.
It really. Oh my
No, we messed it up.
God. Here, technical difficulties here, man.
We messed it up.
No, it's not messed up.
You're ruining the enjoyment for our one viewer.
Okay, my
It's-
fault.
I think. Wait, if we go on our phone, we can see who that viewer is. I know exactly who it is.
Wait, I think they left.
Oh my goodness, we are cooked. Chat, we're cooked. Chat, are we
Chat?
cooked?
We got one viewer
What the
watching
hell?
live. We are in front of a live audience. Laugh track.
Wait, give me a minute. Oh, is it doing it again? It's doing it again, like last time.
Was it doing?
What's it doing?
Oh, we're like the missing.
The missing box.
Oh,
So-
viewers behind the scenes, we are missing a box.
We're missing a box. No, not the box.
Yeah, so I want to delete the vid.
We're
Guys,
missing D-Box.
What are we gonna do? We're missing a box.
I know,
We're
fuck.
missing that box.
It's like, you know, it's funny because usually on the podcast things like this happen all the time, but we would just cut them out because it's pre-recorded.
But
But,
now we can't do
but we
that.
can't
No,
do that since this is a live stream.
Well, but next week we are gonna go back to.
But we are gonna go back to our normal, regularly scheduled, pre-recorded. We can say inappropriate
There we
things
go.
and it gets cut out later.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Wait, no, we're not there. Now our
Ah.
box is missing.
Damn, my box.
okay, we're back. We're
Could've
back.
It could have been anyone.
We're back.
Alright,
Okay,
we're back.
It really
so
could.
yeah, so this right here is Maria Gabriela de Fera, right?
Just zoom in with that.
This?
Just press command.
Nah, fuck
Command
all
plus. It's really easy. Just press command plus.
Okay, well basically,
Oh my. Mira.
Oh, let's see.
What
Let's
is
see.
happening?
Let's see how easy this is.
see,
Hold
we're
on.
just really building anticipation.
Go click on the thing again. Click on the Google thing.
Oh, very easy. Because it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
I was
yes.
just
It made it
zooming.
smaller.
Yes. Yes.
Oh wow.
Superman the engineer.
Oh my.
Kevin is ruining this episode.
No.
Oh.
Alright, everyone
This
calm
is
down.
good.
We're making too much
Okay, well
noise.
basically,
Oh, let's make more noise.
basically, I know her.
Wow. Let's try that again. From the top.
Okay,
So the Superman trailer just came out.
yeah, so
or
this-
some shit.
right. This right here is Maria Gabriela de Fera. She plays
De
the
Fera.
engineer. She's part of the Authority in Superman, and I know her. I actually, we shared the same landlord. So a couple years ago, when I lived in LA, the landlord that I knew,
that landlord you
the landlord
landlorded you.
right? She also
Yeah,
landlorded her and her
landlord.
husband, Christian McGaffrey, and she knew that I was studying film at the time because I did study film in LA.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Hey, you want to meet them?" And I was like, "Sure." So I got their phone number.
Uh-huh.
I talked to them on the phone one time, and we were like, "Yeah, let's go out for coffee." But then when we were scheduling it, it kind of didn't work out because they were in telenovelas at the time.
Uh-huh.
So they went to Florida for like a year, and then I came back here.
Uh-huh.
And by the time they went back to LA, I was already here. So it just never worked out, right?
Yeah.
And then I go on his Instagram, right? Because I keep up with them, relatively speaking. And he posts her poster, and I'm like, wait a second, why did he post this? And then I go to the comments, and James Gunn commented, and I go, what the fuck is going on? And then I realized that's his wife, and I know her.
And see, here's the thing. You might be asking, well, if he knows her, why doesn't he recognize her when we were watching her? Bro,
Do you reckon?
she looks unrecognizable.
No, I was not. Yeah, there was no way.
Like,
Those are
dude.
two different people. I was
Yeah.
not gonna recognize her.
Like, with the cool little dreadlocks.
Yeah. So then I shot her husband a text, and
You shot
he-
her husband?
Oh my
Fuck, Nico, we're never gonna get press junkets now.
Well,
Wait,
that's why he didn't
What type of
answer.
gun though?
Huh?
What type of gun though?
32 caliber? I don't know what the fuck any of that
I don't know
is.
what type of gun this is.
Oh.
Oh, so you just pulled a random one from the fucking shell, like give me the best one you got.
Yeah, but he never answered.
Oh.
Well, maybe he'll answer by the time we do the next one.
He's busy partying it up.
Of course.
And shooting people.
All right.
Supposedly.
But yeah,
Supposedly.
so yeah, it's small
We're
world. Small world. Let's move on.
Yes.
Let's move on.
That was
So-
wild.
This will not be evidence. This will not be evidence. This
We
will
have a
not be
lot of
evidence.
trailers this week. First of all, we have a full trailer for Noah Hawley's Alien Earth, like the full trailer.
Yes, very good.
And let's just pull it up on Google because, bro, this trailer.
I love this fucking poster.
Oh no, this poster right here is genius. But the trailer
Damn.
itself,
Uh-huh.
It's fucking a
phenomenal.
ball.
What'd you guys think?
I loved it. I like. I just hope. The one thing I'm concerned about is since the entire show seems to be revolving around like replicants, androids, all that shit, that it doesn't.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that till watching the trailer because like they never said anything. They've been pretty much hiding the plot.
That's what. Yeah.
And I'm just scared that it might come into contradiction with
No.
Blade Runner, but it shouldn't since Ridley's on the project, and everyone already knows like not to
That's true. That's true.
contradict. Yeah.
No, but it looks great. I mean, the whole having replicas be the main character, I think is a very interesting storyline because we've never seen it in that capacity. I mean, obviously we
Yeah,
have
with
Walter and David,
Yeah.
but they position them in like an antagonistic role. right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, no, I mean, I'm really excited for this. I hope. I have a feeling that we're gonna get some ties to Alien Romulus, at least some name drops or
Good
something.
chance. Yeah.
But I mean, definitely some. I definitely think they're expanding the world of like Blade Runner, Alien, and
Predator now
Yeah,
because after what was it called? You saw it in the Badlands trailer. They had like Wayland Utah
yeah,
and stuff.
that's right. So
Yeah.
they're definitely doing the not the multiverse, the universe,
The
the universe.
universe, yeah.
No, what I also noticed from the trailer too is Earth like does look like it does in Blade Runner.
It
You know?
it did.
It's
It
very
really
dystopian,
does.
right? So
Because this would be the only project where we would see it. I know we had deleted scenes from Resurrections, but those were deleted scenes.
yeah,
This would be the first time in an Alien movie or Alien project we would actually see Earth.
yeah.
Would this like make them fight against the synthetic robots and the alien too? I mean, like like when we watched 2099, what I thought 2049 Blade
Mhm.
Runner shit. What's it called? You know how I'm not mixing movies up. Fuck. Alien Romulus. You know how they got transferred to a different Earth.
Yeah.
And everything else?
Yes.
And so same thing with Blade Runner. Everyone's on a different Earth.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they do mention that in the
So
Yeah.
they're on a different planet, whatever.
Yeah.
So same thing for it's like I know Earth is now just a kind of like a playground at this point.
It's just like basically like I mean what did they even explain in Blade Runner why the Earth got so fucked?
It had something to do with climate, not enough resources, but
Yeah.
they on top of going to other planets, what like from what I remember from those movies is that like Earth basically is made up of mostly there's like a couple big cities around the world, and then everything else is pretty much like
Empty.
countryside, farmland, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of like New City.
Yeah, I mean like
Yeah.
Vegas was like dead.
Yeah, that's right.
2049. And like even like when you go to like Prometheus, there's they're not deleted, or I think they were deleted scenes, but then they turned it into like a mini short film of the guy that Waylon
Mhm.
of him doing like a TED talk in like I think LA, and you can see like the outside of the city, and it's like literally
Yeah,
just
it's
Blade
Blade
Runner.
Runner. Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh, I don't know if it's on the thing or on the schedule or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna start filming Romulus 2 in October.
Oh well, we can throw it in there. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, that's
So,
exciting.
I'm very
Is
excited.
they gonna call Romulus 2?
No, they'll probably
No,
call
it'll
it.
be
It's
probably-
probably gonna be Alien colon
Domulus.
something else.
colon.
Alien
Colonoscopy.
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 So it's gonna be checking the booty hole of the fucking Earth.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But yeah, moving on from that, we also have a new trailer for Wicked for Good.
I did not see that.
Yeah,
But I do know it came out.
Obviously, I also have connections to Wicked. And
Oh,
the
yes,
original
you
screenplay, right? One of my bosses, whom I cannot
The
disclose,
musical that
was worked on the original musical. Pretty cool.
I cannot.
I mean, the trailer looks interesting. Honestly, I enjoyed the first Wicked movie. I do think though it was a little too long. I don't really understand why it's split into two films. I think like it easily could have just been one.
Money. That's why.
No, definitely. It could have easily been one long film.
Uh-huh.
But I like Wicked. I like the story. Obviously, with the second one, they're introducing the Wizard of Oz cast.
Oh yeah, Dorothy. I know Dorothy shows up, right?
Yeah, she shows up. I think they all show up because they made like a very brief cameo in the first one,
Uh-huh.
but it was from afar, so you couldn't see
Oh,
them.
I cannot wait for them to bring Judy Garland back from the dead with CG.
Oh my gosh,
My God,
we know that
I
she.
cannot believe how respectful that's gonna be.
Yeah, man. And how much she loved working on that film.
Oh yeah, how she was totally not abused and
Mhm.
tortured and pumped up with
What
love.
the fuck?
That is honestly one of the saddest fucking stories I've ever heard about Hollywood. It's
No,
just
it
her-
is,
her
and it's
story.
one. I mean, yeah,
It's horrible.
but I don't know. Wicked looks good though.
The color grading looks way better because
Oh,
holy
yeah.
shit, that first one like
No, but-
from like
but
the clips
honestly-
and shit I saw, it was just straight concrete looking ass. shit.
Honestly though, in the film,
Concrete.
there it looks it's better in the film than it is in the trailer.
Mhm.
Right? I think the trailers did not do it justice. But yeah, no, the second one definitely looks better. I think they're taking the criticism from the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a year to improve upon it, right?
Hold
In
up.
terms of post. Oh,
I
yeah, you wanna
wonder what the box office was for it.
look? Oof, it was a lot, dude. It was.
500 million.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I know,
Wait,
wait, hold on.
Go to Box Office Mojo. We gotta see what.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
No fucking shot, dude.
What was
What,
the
the
budget?
fuck? Guys, fucking 756 million.
Dude, it's almost at $1 billion.
Damn. It's just crazy because movies don't make this type of money anymore.
No, but then again, like you
Like-
got to think about the fact that they had Ariana Grande and they were really marketing the hell out of it.
Yeah. Here, let's see what the budget
Bro,
was.
it's 2 hours and 40 minutes.
The first one, yeah, the first one is long.
Bro, we're basically
No,
they just made
not
it
that
a
bad.
Chris-
That's
a
budget.
Christopher Nolan movie at that point.
145.
I mean, the stakes are high. The stakes are high. You could definitely feel, that most of the budget went to Ariana Grande, which is ironic because like, so one thing I don't really get about Wicked is like the portrayal of Galinda, right? Because like the film portrays her as actually like being like a relatively okay to bad person.
That's Ariana Grande's character?
Yeah, it's Ariana Grande's character. and she was talking about how she's always wanted to play Galinda, but obviously the original iteration of Galinda doesn't present you as that. But she does. I don't know. Whatever. But obviously the star of the show is Cynthia Erivo, is right. What's her face? Elphaba. She's great. She's great. But yeah, Wicked. I'm excited for it.
Wicked
I don't like musicals.
I don't like musicals either, but I like the music from the first one.
I don't. What was it? What was that one musical movie everyone freaking liked back in the early 2000s? Like,
There's
High School Musical.
Yeah,
that was
I
your
fuck-
favorite, Kevin.
I hated that.
Kevin, we have a scene of you.
We
I
know how much
hate-
you love High School Musical. We have it on camera.
I hate that. I forgot if I tossed the disc out or I still have it.
Bad for you. I still have it.
Do you?
Yeah, I still have it.
Did I give it to you?
I think
No, we
he's-
edited it. Yeah, Kevin, I think you want to scream.
No, I cannot. It does not make me want to scream.
One of these podcasts will play that clip.
Yeah.
Without the audio, obviously.
Oh yeah, because we would get copyright.
Yeah.
But I'm curious what musical you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
Like, yeah, I just High School
Mamma
Musical.
Mia. Is that even a musical?
Yeah, Mamma Mia is a
It
musical.
was High School Musical. I'll
Mamma
base it off
Mia.
the
Disney?
Yeah, was it a
Chicago,
Disney?
La La Land.
No, that's not early 2000s.
I think
That is the
probably
best
seen
musical
La La
ever made.
Land, but
That
it's
is the
not
best
like
music ever made.
It's like a real film movie, like a real movie film.
I think the reason why I don't like musicals is because I remember going on a field trip when I was like, I don't know if I was like in 5th grade or
Let's go,
fourth
let's see
grade.
Gonzalez.
And I just remember just walking in there and we went to this musical thing. And oh, we were in a musical. I sat there for so long. I literally was like, bro, me farting is a little more entertaining than fucking the fucking musical.
Oh hell no.
What the world?
Like,
Alright.
What's the next topic?
like
So-
why did the vibration feel more entertaining than the musical?
Whoa!
What the? Alright.
Can I experience that?
We also got a
No,
new
why?
teaser for Fantastic
Hell
Four,
nah.
which
I did.
has revealed
Ugh.
a little Sir Franklin Richards.
And he doesn't look CGI.
No, he's not a little CGI baby. He's a real baby.
Well, watch them just like they hear the criticism and they just rotoscoped in. They just put a baby on a green screen.
Well, have you seen? They're for some reason they're releasing a lot of toys of Sue Storm with Franklin.
Yeah,
But
Franklin.
he's like this weird, like, I don't know. The toys of him look really weird. It's not a real
And,
thing.
Maybe it's because like you know how like now they scan the actor's face for
But the
like
fucking-
they
scan a
couldn't
baby.
do it with the baby.
They had to like get a PNG of a real baby.
Yeah.
Here, I can show you a real figure right here that actually I am proud of that I found. That looks way better.
Let's see what you got.
So
Oh, I know what you're gonna pull up. Also, Vanessa Kirby's pregnant
In real life.
in real life.
Damn,
That-
too
the mar-
late.
The marketing though is like.
I know
fake.
that's actually funny. Oh shit!
Oh,
yeah.
what the heck?
dude,
Wow,
they can
that
just-
looks
they
really
can just
good.
They can just rotoscope that
We
shit.
got Bully McGuire.
Bully Maguire.
Bully
This is the
Maguire.
actual.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so sick.
One of the few things in our house not bought from AliExpress.
For a Marvel film.
Oh, chill, chill.
I know. I was scared of the fact that like that looks too freaking.
He
good.
only
That's like
paid
a hot
$58 for
That's,
it.
that's like hot.
Only $58.
No, it was 32. That's the one.
$32 bucks.
That's not bad though.
But if for
Because it
resell,
looks
if I
weird.
was gonna resell that, 50
Oh,
bucks,
yeah, you could
60
get
bucks.
Good
I'm
profit
not
on that.
reselling that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So the teaser. We also. Did we talk about the? Did you guys talk about the early reactions last week? Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
that looks fucking fire.
That looks
Oh
really
my
good.
God.
They also have the Marvel Legends that just dropped
For oh wait,
for Fantastic Four. They look really good too.
What are-
I just want to see something.
I would love a thing, that, especially with that suit. Oh my gosh, these are like some of the nicest suits that MC's ever
I
done.
love the suits. I do wish Mr. Fantastic had the white like turtleneck though.
Yeah,
Like
look at
everyone
that.
does.
Okay,
That's good. That's nice. He's got the stretchy arms too.
he does. But yeah, we did. That's a really nice figure.
That's a
I know
sick
it's not
toy.
like the one, but
Oh, right there. They show all of them. Right there.
Oh.
Look at that. Ooh.
oh,
I'll probably.
I kind of.
Oh, what the-
I know it. I know this is so weird to say, but I kind of wish they gave him the one with like full clothing.
He's
to
probably
be
gonna rip it
honest.
off at the end.
Yeah, but like honestly, I actually really
I
like
was
seeing
gonna
the
say,
thing
like,
not
let me
naked.
get my Silver Surfer.
I know, me too. I like the Silver Surfer. Honestly,
But it's not
Silver
even-
Surfer is
well,
one of the coolest underrated characters.
Honestly,
Well, it's not
yeah.
even well,
Yeah, it
it's-
is. That's
well, it
Silver
is,
Surfer.
but it's like it's not the gender swap.
No, she looks great though. She looks really great. Silver Surfer, no.
But yeah, we did talk about the first reactions. It does, and I think we might have talked about this too, but basically that it was blown out of proportion. The,
Yeah,
like the
there was. That's what people
negative-
were saying because like there was like I remember I don't know where I saw this, but somebody was talking about how they went to the screening and there was this guy next to them
yeah
who the whole film was just kept like huffing and like going, what?
yeah
And at the end he like wrote a bad review or something.
yeah. He just said it was like mid, but like the thing is like that was just one person, and we don't really know how many other people actually did
Didn't
enjoy
they say
it.
that he yelled out mid?
Yeah, they said that
Oh,
he yelled it
that's
out, but
right,
that's not the
yeah.
case. The guy just said it like after like the movie ended, and they, the people that
Obviously,
come up with the
like,
little
yeah.
clipboards, like, what did you think of the movie? And you're like, hey man, hey man.
So
And I-
yeah,
And here's the thing: this is always movies with like unfinished CGI,
course.
unfinished score, unfinished like it's such a rough cut that like obviously most people are. I'm just gonna say most people are stupid. They're gonna be all like, "There's a movie there," and even though they went out and like they talked to them before the movie starts, hey guys, this is a test screening. We
Yeah,
have
everything's
unfinished
rough.
VFX. People are still gonna be like, stupid, bad VFX. It's like, well, bro, obviously.
I am a little nervous about the VFX though because like Superman, right? They just finished it. Means CGI and everything is done.
Yeah,
But
even
they
though they
also
still got time to tweak some shit.
Yeah, but they're gonna be going until the day of release.
Yeah.
And then Blu-ray is gonna be like the best version looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on from that though, we also got a trailer for Knives Out: Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh, we talked about that one.
But now we've got the full trailer. Last week you guys just had the teaser.
Oh wait, what? They dropped a second trailer?
Also, I wasn't here last week because I was on set.
Ooh. But NDA.
Oh,
But
I gotta
yeah,
ask
I
you.
actually
Actually,
I can't say what I was on set for, but I was on set because of my NDA. I just cashed out
he was
too.
filming me and Kevin doing inappropriate acts.
Again. Yeah, I'm excited for this. I know
Me
you
too.
guys. I know you're not a fan of Knives Out, but I feel like you would really enjoy the first one. The first one,
Yeah, did you ever see the first one?
God,
No?
the first one is so good.
Yeah, it's really
I
good.
still need to watch what's it called? The last trilogy for Batman.
Oh, you still gotta watch,
I still need to watch
Dark
that.
Knight Rises?
Yeah. And I still need to watch the Raka Raka movie, the other one you were talking
Oh,
about.
talk to me.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Then you get to Knives Out. Knives Out is great. The second one is good, but
It's
it's,
good.
not as good as the first one.
Yeah, but I do very much appreciate that it feels very different from the first movie.
I
Like, it's
agree.
not even the same movie.
I
It's like
agree.
so different. It's very much. Well, I mean, it's eccentric because the the main villain, I guess, is eccentric.
Yeah,
You know.
it's kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
And this is gonna do something even like more different, I guess. I mean, I like the whole idea of you taking this one character, you're just putting him in different scenarios, different
Yeah.
genres. I think it's a really cool concept. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the implication with this film is that it's gonna be darker than the first two. It'll probably be something to do with like the tone. I don't know. They'll probably delve into like film noir and shit like that. I have a feeling.
You know how like the fucking like they have like their own. There's like another one, the Kenneth Branagh ones,
Oh yeah.
the Murder on Oriental Express and the Murder on the Nile, and then they have like the
Murder on the
Haunting in
Red
Venice
River.
or some shit.
Yeah.
Where that one's supposed to be like a horror movie, like.
You think they'll do something like
But
that?
this kind of feels what this is doing, but like
Maybe so.
no offense to Kenneth Branagh, he's a good director, but like more prestigious version of it. But
I
like,
agree.
because like those movies don't really feel like they feel like very like just safe, just like
Yeah.
kind of generic. But like where Knives Out, like there's a lot of
There's a lot of details.
yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely more. They're definitely a little bit more intelligent. There's a lot of Easter eggs. I'm excited for it. Also, I remember when I was watching the second one, there's this Easter egg I found in like the film
Uh-huh.
that nobody has noticed. So I watched it with Spanish subtitles, right?
Uh-huh.
And in the Spanish subtitles, there's a scene where Matt LeBlanc, right,
Uh-huh.
Daniel Craig, he mentions being a detective and he brings up Batman, right?
Uh-huh.
But for some reason in the Spanish subtitle on Netflix, they don't say the word Batman. They change it with James Bond. And obviously he played James Bond. Somebody in Netflix did that on purpose.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but it's
That's
cool.
actually really
Like
funny.
Batman, James
Yeah,
Bond.
But yeah, looks
Are you
interesting.
trying to say during the
I'm
same
excited for it.
universe?
I'm
excited
just
for it,
pissed
too.
that these movies aren't going to theaters anymore. I'm happy that Johnson gets to make the movies he wants to make without any like interference, but he should have made a deal with Netflix because like I think Glass Onion was out in theaters for like a weekend, but like they should have let it be like a full release.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I agree.
Honestly,
I think, yeah, no, I think so. And it's weird because nowadays Netflix is playing around with throwing movies in theaters. That's what's happening with Greta Gerwig's
Yeah.
Narnia. They're throwing it into theaters, so
hopefully.
it would be sick.
Cause like I remember watching that first Knives Out in theaters and being like just like wow, that was like an actual like theater experience. And I remember watching Glass Onion and just going fuck, this would have been
This would have been
way
great.
nicer to watch. Especially and I looked at when I was watching the first trailer to this one, I was like, dude, this is so sad that it's not gonna go to the movie theaters or the theater.
Yeah, baby.
But
But
yeah.
moving on
Yeah.
from that, we're going to be talking about Stranger Things. But before we talk about the teaser for the final season of Stranger Things, I want to talk about something that's even stranger. That's actually the best 925, aka Jaden, aka my girlfriend's little brother, who wants a shout out,
who may or may not be watching.
who may or may not be watching. So
That was indeed a strange thing.
that was a strange thing to say, wasn't it? The best 925.
The best, hey, best 925.
But you know who's even better than him?
That's
Who?
19.
Is my girlfriend, Litzy Lauren Gonzalez on
Litzy Gonzalez 925.
Brother.
Litzy 925.
Let's see
If
925.
you're watching this, I
Now
love
it's
you.
608. Or
925.
405.
I love my girlfriend. And I love Stranger Things. So, the teaser for Stranger
Like
Things,
Stranger
right?
Things.
Did you guys check it out? Whoa.
I didn't check the whole thing out. I just kept forgetting to do it. But from the snippets that I did see, it was cool. And then Noah Schnapp was like,
Yeah, he went to the Gal Gadot School of Acting, didn't he?
Okay,
Kal-El, no. Okay, that's not even a her. They just used a bad take.
That's true. But no, wait, no, but what if that's the best take? That's the issue.
No,
here.
because you know in the Snyder cut, it was a completely different take,
Was it?
and it was way better than the one that was in the theatrical
Who?
cut.
Who's the scripting that? Who's editing it?
Not
Jesus.
Zack Snyder.
Jesus.
Zack Snyder?
Yeah, Zack
Kal-El.
Snyder.
No. But what was that take though? You need to. What was it? What was the line?
It was like, you have to give me the stone.
You have to give me the stone.
What's that from?
This is from
It was from Wonder Woman.
yeah, Wonder Woman 84.
Oh, I
When
have.
she's like on
Saying
top of
it
the
to
car.
Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah, because he has the little fucking the thing that
He's
makes
like,
wishes.
You have to give me the stone.
I'll
Yeah.
play the weekend.
So yeah, But
Shut
Stranger
up.
Things.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I think it's getting overhated for sure.
Yeah, just because it's
Look
like
at me,
because
what
it's
happened?
popular. I made a whole. I remember like this is when I first started my like channel. It was one of the first few videos I did was like talking about how like people just started hating on it for no fucking reason.
Literally,
Like
literally,
it was just like it's like arguably I think it's the most popular show,
It is.
and people were just like okay, so I'm just gonna start hating on it. It's like shut the fuck up.
No,
Like
literally,
there's not a bad season.
literally. I am excited for it to end though. I think.
Yeah, me too.
I low key think it should have ended at season 4, but you know what? I digress. At least they're cutting.
At least it's an actual show. That's more
That's
than
true.
a season or two, and then it gets canceled
Yeah, that's
halfway
true.
through. Like at least it's an actual full-on narrative. Like
I only saw 3
Yeah.
episodes of Stranger Things and never.
You gave up.
Well, no, because I saw this thing when I was back in like summer school, or junior year.
Mm-hmm.
My teacher made us watch Stranger Things, and be like, "Oh, hope you guys like it." And
it's like
I didn't mind it. It just didn't really let me. I didn't really.
It didn't captivate you.
It
or
didn't
anything.
captivate me, dude.
it's like as much as it sucks that we have to wait. Oh my god, I think it was what 3 years between seasons. Oh my god, as much as that sucks and it's horrible, it does give them time to actually make a real good story.
Yeah.
And like every single time Stranger Things comes back after like a 2-3 year long break, it always feels earned. Like it always feels like we're getting a story that was worth.
True.
Worth
Yeah,
waiting
because
for.
they spent a lot of time.
Yeah.
The quality of the show obviously shows, right?
Yeah. Whereas like with Mando that was like a 2 year wait, and then season 3 was horrible. And it was like, yo, how do you have all this fucking time to work on
And you
the
still
script,
did
and
not-
you just made the most safe, mundane storyline.
I don't know.
I don't know. It
But-
just-
Yeah, moving on from that though, we also got the first trailer for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein movie. You saw that? It is so
Oh, why now?
his Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein movie. It's a take on the classic tale. Originally, Andrew Garfield was supposed to
And
play
it's
Frankenstein's
yeah.
monster.
actually from the book.
Yeah,
From
that's
the
right.
book.
That's right.
And I'm so
Gosh.
happy
And she
about it.
read the book.
I did,
She read
and
the book.
I love it. It's my favorite.
Obviously, Guillermo del Toro is a genius when it comes to monsters,
To reading books.
to reading books, monsters,
Unlike
weird
both.
stuff, production design. I'm so excited. I'm so beyond excited for this film. The trailer just looks good.
Wait, hold up. Laugh track. I said laugh track. Applause. No, you're not the laugh track. Woo, delayed laugh track.
Huh?
What in the world what is wrong with him?
I
Dude,
don't-
this guy, I don't understand him anymore.
What is he
How
on?
about you?
So yeah, so
Uh.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Like I said, it's a take on the classic tale, right?
Uh-huh.
Jacob Elordi is playing Frankenstein's monster. Oscar Isaac is playing Frankenstein.
He fighting his monster.
Mia Goth is playing the bride of Frankenstein, I think, in this. If I'm not mistaken.
Will there be a sex scene?
More than likely, it is a Guillermo del Toro movie. I mean, he did a sex scene with a fish monster and human. What's not to stop him from another one?
Monster on monster.
I just
What's
don't-
it called?
I don't know if it's getting a.
Theatrical release?
Yeah, I don't know because it's produced by
probably not.
Netflix.
It's
Netflix.
not going to. Which sucks.
Dude, this is the type of film that deserves to be in a theater, though.
I know. Why has Del Toro been like shorthanded? Like all throughout his career, it's like there's always.
He has, yeah.
It's like I've never seen such a successful director always get like pushback on their things.
I don't.
I
It's-
do not understand.
It's because his concepts are like tend to be pretty out there, but no, but you're right. He always. No, he ends up getting the shorthanded sick. I mean, what like Blade 3 never happened because Blade 2 didn't
And
perform
then,
well.
Fucking Hellboy,
Hellboy,
like
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim, like it's like every single time like he's like there's always like pushback on the things or like the amount of projects he was supposed to do, and it goes beyond just like okay we're Hollywood and not everything works out. It's just like bro, like they just acted like no, and it's like
Yeah.
bro, how many times does this guy have to prove himself? The Hobbit, he was almost gonna do that.
Oh, that's right.
Like, I
But
was
like,
just
look
like,
at.
dude,
I don't
bro,
get
let
it
the
because
man
look
cook.
at the quality of his films.
That's what I'm saying.
He never misses.
like
Bro, let the man cook.
I don't get it.
I
don't get it.
I don't know. Even to this day, he's still definitely one of the most like underappreciated directors, considering his line of work because he has been for the longest time consistently good, unlike other directors who have a lot of highs and lows, right?
Yeah.
Like Damien Chazelle, right?
Mhm.
Excuse me. Obviously, La La Land.
And then
Whiplash.
Whiplash, and then boom, Babylon,
Yeah. So it's
which just felt very self-indulgent.
it was because it was it's a bad film.
Yeah, and like I was just about to say like, he's very Spielberg-esque in the way where it's
Yeah.
like, he has so much range on the type of thing because like all the best directors like they make very similar like tonalities or type of stories. Nolan, Scorsese, like they're all like in their kind of like yeah their stories are different, but like there's so much of a similarity there.
Mhm.
Whereas Del Toro, oh my god, Del Toro, Jesus
Del
Christ.
Toro.
Del Toro and Spielberg, their filmography is so fucking vast.
Yeah.
And there's such a wide variety of the different types of stories they do where it's like, yes, it does feel like a movie from them, but it's
But-
just like so different from each
Yeah,
other.
because obviously, I mean, no, exactly. I mean, they still have their isms, right?
Yeah.
But I agree.
But I was about to say like
Yeah.
in my head I was like, oh, but Spielberg was able to, and I was like, wait, Spielberg literally had to go, because Spielberg had like crazy out there ideas, but then at some point, like I'm sure he probably got to the Del Toro stage where it was like, all right, no, even though you're Spielberg. So what did he do? He just made his own production company,
That's
and then he made his own studio. I think Del Toro needs to do something like that.
I know he owns a studio, but
Yeah.
it's not big enough to like.
Finance the type of things.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
exactly.
makes sense. Because like Amblin and DreamWorks, those are like fucking huge.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And, you know.
That's why That's why he wants somebody like Netflix, right, backing him. Right?
Yeah.
Stable, but yeah, excited for it though. Excited for it. All right, that's enough for trailers for today. We can finally get into
The
the
nitty
weekly
gritty.
news. Okay. First, I want to start off with something relatively small. I say relatively,
Oh.
but Mike Flanagan is currently working on a Dark Tower project.
Yes.
Now, what is this Dark Tower project? We don't really have
Yeah.
those details. We have some details, which I'm trying to pull up right now. Okay. So it's supposed to be a massive scale, right? It was originally envisioned as a five season TV show, featured by alongside 2 feature films.
Mhm.
But as of right now,
Oh wait, what? Oh, but are those supposed to be like spin-off the films?
more than likely.
Okay.
So 5 seasons, 2 films, and that's all we have so far. I mean, see, like Mike Flanagan just says he's constantly working on it, right? But they don't want to let Stephen King down.
Oh, no, if they fuck up this thing right here, dude.
They already did too.
Did they?
Yeah, they made a movie back in 2017.
That's right. That film.
I think it has a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes. Hold up.
I think. When did that come out?
2017.
There's a reason nobody.
Yeah, no one
nobody knows
watched
about
it.
I didn't know about it.
I knew about it. I didn't watch it.
I didn't even watch it.
Shit looks like
Dude.
ass.
16%. I'm just gonna say it. It's because it's a fucking Sony movie.
So they're just making another one?
They're making a show on Amazon. I think is what right. I think it's Amazon. But yeah, no. I mean, Dark Tower, man. Dark Tower. I just finished the 3rd book 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It is like the coolest shit ever. Like it is a fantasy book, but like you kind of forget at times that it is a fantasy. It's supposed to be like a fantasy book, cause like
Shade it. Let's see.
I don't know. It's very interesting.
He likes your shirt.
How?
Oh, but yeah, I mean, cause I was like while I was reading, while I've been reading the books,
Uh-huh.
I've had like the thought in my head going like, cause like the first book, It's like right over there. It's like grab a kid.
The what?
The first book.
The first
it's
Dark
like-
Tower
the
book.
dark.
It's so fucking short. Like it's
Uh-huh.
literally I think like 250 pages.
Pages.
Like it's a super short book, and I was sitting there like, because like there's 8 books in the series, right?
Yeah.
I was like, are they gonna do 8 seasons?
Sorry.
Because that'd be crazy. So like, look how short the first book is. Look at that. I finished this in like 3 days, I think.
Sure.
I finished this in like 3 days, and I was thinking like, damn, like I don't even know if there's enough material in this to do a whole fucking movie. So what I was thinking was the first yeah, it says major motion picture now. I get the fuck out of here. But the thing is, the first book could honestly be the pilot episode. Like that's how little
Wow,
like
it's
story
pretty-
is in it. So like they could literally just
Well,
make
I
that
mean,
the
if they
pilot
do like
episode.
hour-long episodes, right?
Yeah. So like they could do that, and then the first book is 1 season. So the first book and the second book can be 1 season. So
Oh shit.
I think that'd be a perfect structure. And then with the way the third book ended, honestly, you could make that like the mid-season.
Really?
You really could. And then I haven't started the fourth
Not
one
so you don't know. Yeah.
because I'm already almost halfway through another book.
Mike,
but-
he's probably not about this.
Dude.
Yeah. So 5 seasons, I can see it. I can see it. And the last book is fucking gigantic, dude.
Oof.
It's like
It's a thick book.
it's a big boy.
It's
How
the
long
Bible.
does it take you to get into Dark Tower at least?
Okay, so I've been on this journey for 6 years now.
Only
Cause like I was trying to read a bunch of other books before getting into Dark Tower. Cause
so that you like under.
yeah, cause like around book 4 or 5 they start crossing over with other books that in the Stephen King multiverse. So I was like characters from other books just start popping up. I think in like the next one, I think like a character from like one of his first novels shows up as like a side character in the book. So like there's a lot of connections to it, The Stand, and like if you read the other books, like you don't have to read the other books going into Dark Tower, but like you just get more of an appreciation for it.
Mhm.
And like also there's like a lot of things in Stephen King books where it's like he never explains like certain things that happen because you have to get context clues from other books. It doesn't ruin the books that you're reading.
Yeah,
if
but
you-
it adds like more details to it.
yeah, so like The Shining is like an ability that shows up in a lot of his books, and it's a really big plot point in the Dark Tower. Like it's a huge plot point. But in the Dark Tower, in their universe, they don't call it The Shining, they call it Ka.
Yeah.
So it's and like
You wouldn't know that unless.
yeah, you wouldn't really get that unless it was unless you've seen like all the other books. Or like there'll be times like in It, there's a lot of like the kids all have The Shining, but you wouldn't know that that's what it's called unless you've read other like his other books where it's like, oh, you wouldn't even know that it is The Shining, but you're like oh shit, no, that makes sense. So, like he expands his like lore throughout other books.
Yeah.
So that's what they were able to kill it because they had the Shining.
Yeah, that's actually exactly it. Because they all had like
Really?
a decent. That's what brought them together. So that's called a quartet, which is what they explain it in the Dark Tower that people that have very strong shines come
They can
together. Like it's like fate. Like they get brought together. It's like they're attracted to each other. So
Did
they,
they ever explain that in the M movie or no?
they not in
Or
the
just
not in
briefly?
the what's it called
I
in
think
the
second one they did, but not that much.
they don't explain it in the newer ones, but in the original one, the original like TV movie, they do hint at it. They do hint at it.
Oh really?
I heard they were on
But
TV.
yeah, that's why like the kids got together is because it was basically like The Shining was pulling them together, and that's how they
Yeah.
were able to take
That's
down.
pretty crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah. Let's move on from that.
Let's
Let's
do it.
Let's do it.
Y'all got me nerdy now.
That's why I
Yeah.
brought it up here. So, 28 years later, obviously, right? Highly anticipated film, but obviously there's been a lot of mystery surrounding Cillian Murphy's character,
Yeah,
right? That's
totally him.
definitely.
Remember when
him.
everyone thought that was him?
That's such a weird time. And then the actor's like, guys, I'm not Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, I think this is like what the behind the scenes are.
It does look like him from that shot, though.
It does.
But yeah, so they confirmed that he's not gonna actually appear all that much, at least in this first one, because they're making a new trilogy of films. So he's gonna appear in the second and third one.
We just lost our live audience.
Wow, our
They
laugh track is
quit.
gone.
And our applause. Oh wait, we should kiss so that we can get the ooh.
All right, when she comes back.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
he's not gonna appear in the second he's not gonna appear in this film. He's gonna appear in the second and third film. The second film, by the way, in this trilogy is gonna pick up immediately after this first one.
What the fuck?
Boyle says he 100% plans to direct the third film, but not the second one. And also, the third film depends on how the first one performs.
Okay.
So they've already greenlit the first two in this new trilogy.
Okay.
28 years later, and then whatever the next one's gonna be called.
Oh.
But they don't know about the third one because
28
depends on the
centuries later.
performance, right?
Okay.
Like the hype.
That's interesting and kind of convoluted. But
Yeah.
because like this is the third movie, right?
No, so basically this is the first in a new set of trilogy.
Okay,
new
but this is
trilogy.
like the third movie overall, right?
Yeah, this is
Okay,
so
because
there
there
should
was 28 days, 28 weeks, and now it's 28 years, right?
So there would be 5. Ideally,
Okay.
there would be 5 in total.
I'm fine with that because, like, honestly, like in apocalyptic scenarios, there's so much. It's unlimited in story potential.
Yeah, I just wish they didn't tell us that there was more films because then it's like you're gonna go watching this knowing that it's not a complete story.
Yeah, but that's better than going in and then it just ends and you're like, and
That's
you had no
true.
warning. You're like, what
That's
the
true,
fuck is
but I
going
at
on?
least hope it is like in itself like a conclusive story because
Yeah.
I don't. That's what I didn't really like about Across the Spider-Verse is that it just kind of ends and you're like, well, the story's not. Clearly it's not over.
I'm scared we might never even
Just-
get that movie.
Poof, gone. Like, yeah, okay,
Remember when it was supposed to come out 8 months after the first one?
Dude, you go like, oh yeah.
Or the
like-
second one, my bad.
Like, we're gonna push him more, and then poof, none of
Uh,
us coming out.
What happened? Remember when Haley Steinfeld got married and Shamik Moore was throwing a fit about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I have a question. For 28 days later, is that that famous scene of like the car pulling by and it just pops up like the fucking zombie?
Yes. Oh no! That was for a commercial.
I've actually
I
never
know
seen
you're
the
about
movies.
the-
It's on my
the
it's on my
comic.
list.
Dude, that first one, incredible film.
Yeah.
I watched it illegally because somebody leaked it on Twitter. Because that film it's like really hard to find because
You're
there's
live
no.
for come in. And
No. I didn't post it. I just
He just stumbled upon it
I
like a
stumbled
good
upon-
bag of crack.
I just had a spare hour and a half, to watch it.
Why
No.
bro? Why does he look like Voldemort right here? Hold on.
No, that first film is incredible. Though he does look like Voldemort. There is no HD version of the film, by the way.
What?
There is there's. That's what I said. It's a really hard film to track down because the highest quality version is either in 360 or 720. Yeah, it's,
Like you can't even buy it like online?
No, it's really really hard to track down.
What the?
But
fuck?
that's what makes it good. That's what makes it really valuable.
That's insane. Why would you?
You would think that. Yeah, I know. You would think now that this new one is coming out, they would mass release the first one, but no, they
Yeah.
haven't yet.
Like, I'm sorry. Why on God's earth would you put 3 movies and not know the success of them because you don't have the first few ready to go?
Our audience is back.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, you gotta do the thing.
Yeah, she's still a cookie, guys. Oh my god.
Why is there raw meat on the counter?
Whoa.
Hey.
Kevin, man.
Kevin.
Sorry.
There's like
Kevin,
I-
you,
four crab like patties.
That's for
there.
tomorrow. He's trying to dethaw him. What's it called?
Defrost them.
Kevin, you left
Why
your
not
raw
do
meat
them in the
out.
Shut
See?
up.
Kevin left
Fucking
his
no.
raw meat out again.
Kevin, why you always leave me a raw meat?
Ah, mate.
Speaking of raw meat, we've got some stuff about Star Wars, right?
Your favorite.
Star Wars.
Ooh.
Now kiss on this game. It's pretty much.
No.
You're supposed to go.
It's Pride Month.
Dude, everyone, this is a party. We got live audience, and then my dog,
Chat.
and then my meat, and then Nico.
So
Yeah,
I'm
it's
meat.
I'm just Nico.
I'm just, you're just Nico.
You're just the meat.
At least they
I
stopped
guess.
saying they could feel the love in the
Oh, yeah.
Can you feel
I forgot about that song
the
completely.
love tonight? Oh my
Ugh.
gosh. Oh yeah, but yeah, so Star Wars, right?
Continue.
Oh, yeah.
We've gotten some
Okay.
stuff regarding
What
Star
the
Wars.
hell?
First of all, Dave Filoni. We got some stuff regarding Dave Filoni. There's been some people at not Lucasfilm, at Disney, who have been talking about Star Wars and his like involvement with Star Wars.
With this company.
Basically, he is obviously the reported top candidate to run Star Wars after Kathleen Kennedy
Yeah.
leaves, right? But they don't want him to run it by himself. They're thinking he's going to co-head Lucasfilm with Carrie Beck, who has worked on most of the animated projects. On top of that, some people are kind of worried that he's too far into Star Wars lore, like that he's risking like losing a general audience.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I mean definitely with Ahsoka, right?
Yeah, I was literally supposed
Yeah,
to say that.
right.
Ahsoka
So,
went down the plumber.
That show was so fucking bad.
And obviously Disney insiders, right? They're not the happiest right now because of how well Andor is performing. Ironically enough,
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Because we talked about how like Tony Gilroy's connection with Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
They're basically saying he's not the Andor guy, he's the Ahsoka guy.
Which sucks. I mean, it sucks. Like it sucks. And like I said, the only reason Gilroy was even able to make Andor was because his connection to Kathleen Kennedy. If he was anybody else, like that
It
show
would've
would have
been
never been made.
Yep.
She, like someone could have pitched that exact same show, done it exactly the same way, and it would have never happened because Kathleen Kennedy just axes everything. Like nothing gets made. And with Dave Filoni, the thing is, I love him, I really do, and I'm not going to be on the Dave Filoni hate train. I'm okay with him running the studio if it was a co-thing. Like
I agree.
because
I do agree.
I think it would be perfect if it's like what James Gunn and Peter Safran are doing.
Yes, yeah, you have the creative head and the more business oriented head.
Exactly. Now,
No,
if they do
100%,
that,
100%,
I'm gonna be so happy.
100%. I do agree.
Yeah.
Because I think, I mean, he's obviously like, he's great for the company,
Mhm.
but obviously he
For the
loves
company.
working on his projects, right? I.e.
Yeah.
Ahsoka.
For the company.
Yeah, he definitely needs somebody to balance him out,
Yeah.
right?
Because as much as like I love Clone Wars just as much as the next fucking guy,
course.
but like not everything should be derivative. Because Rebels, by the time from what I've heard, you get around like the middle or end, it starts becoming an extension of Clone Wars, and you
To
go
an
into
extent.
to Ahsoka. That's obviously an extension
Obviously,
of
yeah.
Rebels, but it's also an extension of Clone Wars, and then you
Yeah.
get to Mando,
They're
and
just
it's like
fixated on Clone Wars.
yeah, it's like he is so fixated on
his characters.
his characters and his time in Clone Wars, where it's like, okay, it was really nice when it was first happening, because like we didn't have Clone Wars for like a long amount of time. These characters we've never seen in live action. It was really exciting. Now it's kind of getting to the point like, okay, whoa, slow the fuck
Let's
down.
chill.
Slow the fuck
Yeah,
down,
we
slow
need
the
new
fuck down.
stories. We need new characters.
Yeah,
Obviously, we're in a very interesting time period in Star Wars right now, right? Between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, there's a lot of story to play with there.
yeah, because we don't know anything that's
Exactly.
happened.
but
Besides Mando.
But I can see why he gets so fixated on the Clone Wars, just since, you know.
It was his baby, you know.
Well,
he
yeah, we can
yeah,
say things
pioneered
like, you
that
know,
shit.
a lot of troopers, a lot of soldiers, a lot of things. Every soldier has their own story to tell. Technically,
Yeah.
when you think about it.
But it's just like it's such a cramped time period, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's like this is episode 1, episode 6. Like there's a lot here,
Yeah,
and then 6 to 7. There's it's more spread out.
yeah.
But now we're actually gonna get some stuff that takes place after episode 9, right? The Skywalker, because we got some new details on Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter, starring Ryan Gosling, right? So from what we know so far about this film, I'll wait till you pull this up. Ryan Gosling is going to be the main character of this show.
Awesome.
He is a character who is protecting his
Oh, it's a
young.
show.
I actually,
or is it a movie?
actually, I don't know if it's a show. I assumed it was a show, but it could be a
I
movie.
hope it's. Yeah, that's sad that we have to assume that it's a fucking show.
That's ironic, huh?
Oh my
Because I'm assuming it's a show. We're just gonna say this project, right?
yeah, this project.
Ryan Gosling is going to be protecting his young nephew from evil pursuers.
Mhm.
Mia Goth is playing one of the villains. It's set around 5 years after Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
It's going to bring back some sequel trilogy characters, and it's releasing May 28th, 2027.
Sure.
We'll see. We'll see if it hits that. I don't know.
Ryan Gosling, Sean Levy. I'm excited about that. Everything.
Everything.
Sequel
Right.
character. Just
Okay.
start over. Start over.
We're
Start
gonna have
over.
more edits of Ryan Gosling
See-
again.
See, that's where my issue begins, right? We're just now going into what's happening between 6 and 7.
Yeah.
That's great. I love. Let's go more into there. Why are we now focusing on 9 and above? Right? You have the Rey movie. Obviously, I mean, I feel bad for Daisy Ridley. I'm
Yeah.
glad that she's getting her own projects. I really am glad
Yeah.
for her. But like, let's take it back a notch.
Yeah. Like
Is-
I say clean slate. Like no Skywalker connection. No,
I
just
agree. Just
start a new saga.
yeah.
Start a new fucking saga.
If this is before like Force Awakens, I'd be perfectly okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just because like there is obviously a tremendous amount of Star Wars lore, right?
Yeah.
We've barely touched upon like anything pre
Yeah.
Episode 1, and that's like golden material, right? The High
Really
Republic
is.
is some great stuff, but we're barely there. I mean, Acolyte barely touched upon that.
And no one liked it.
Yeah,
So like,
Acolyte
but
had
and see that's
a
the
lot of
shitty thing.
issues.
The shitty thing is the High Republic as a concept is very good. It's awesome because when you think about the prequel eras, we're not even seeing the height of the Jedi.
No, we're seeing
the
the
fall. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the High
Yeah.
Republic is a great idea, but like they just butchered it so fucking hard that like.
But now it's just like it's just the scope is. See, this is where the scope is too wide, right?
Yeah.
We're just talking about Dave Filoni being too niche. This is way too wide, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm relatively excited for it. I don't know. I don't know how excited I am
Uh-huh.
for this project. I like Sean Levy
Yeah.
like to an extent, but I don't know. I just don't know. I like Ryan Gosling. That's like my only hope, but we'll see.
Well, hopefully, you can act it right for it.
Poor guy's been trying to get into a Marvel movie for the past 10 years.
Dude, they
Just
haven't
give
been.
it something.
They haven't. Well, there's the big rumor that he's gonna play Nova
Or Ghost Rider.
or Ghost Rider, but
I
he's
don't
been
know
wanting
if
those two. One
I
of those
feel
two
like
for
he
a
could play a
while.
good Nova, but I don't know about Ghost Rider.
He could play a good.
He could play a badass Ghost Rider.
He could do.
I
What's
can't-
his face?
but-
Johnny Cage.
To be honest- Wait, what?
No, she's not fun, I think.
Oh, tripping. Anyway, the honestly, like the only problem is this is such a compliment to Ryan Gosling. The only problem I have with him being Johnny Blaze is he's too sexy. Like honestly,
That's true.
And
That's true.
And
Just-
edits go crazy with him.
Yeah, Johnny Blaze is. Yeah, he's a little bit of a rough-looking guy.
yeah, that's exactly that was the wording I was trying to find.
Gosling's not that anymore.
Yeah, he's too sexy. Like, but him as Nova, that's great.
That's great.
I can see
But-
him. No, I don't know about
Like
that's
Richard
right.
Rider.
Richard Rider would
That'd
be
be
sick.
fire.
But on top of that, we finally have the release of the John Wick spin-off, Ballerina.
Ballerina, seen it
Ballerina
Tuesday.
Cappuccina.
Ballerina Cappuccino.
Oh. Well,
Oh, yeah, you have to look up
I have
2025.
to do movie.
Movie. Yeah, we haven't seen the film yet. We're going to talk about it next week, but I do want to talk about the release real quick.
Uh-huh.
I want to go over some of the box office numbers so far, because it came out...
People are saying it's good.
People are saying it's
Yeah.
good.
I'm
Let's
very
see what-
excited.
Currently, it has a 77% Rotten Tomatoes. That's good.
Not bad.
That's not too bad. Not too bad. For a John Wick film, that's pretty good.
Mhm.
Obviously, these are very
That's
just
not
action
John Wick.
R-rated.
It's crazy because like
Ballerina.
there's a level that I would say the John Wick movies are prestigious like action movies because like
There's definitely there's tiers. There's tiers. for
Like-
sure.
like I don't know like the cinematography it's just not like your act it's not. Is even for like a really great action movie, it's still not even that because there is like that level of like actual like filmmaking prestige.
For
that's
sure, for sure.
behind it.
It feels like a movie.
What do you rank the John Wick movies from like 1 to 4?
2 is my favorite.
I haven't seen 4 yet.
Wait, no, my bad. 4 is my favorite.
I haven't seen 4 yet.
You haven't seen 4?
No, I
Holy
haven't.
shit.
I have to
You
watch
haven't
it.
seen
I got it.
I've only
If
seen the first 3.
if I have it, if you
I'll
want
watch it.
to.
Yeah, check it
3 is definitely my least favorite.
out. Yeah, I agree.
It's kind of forgettable to be honest, except for like the ending where they're shooting the shit on the Continental. So it goes 4, 2, 1, and
2 was
3.
good. Yeah.
2's really good. Like I feel like all the John Wick movies are super memorable except for 3. 3 just kind of
It's kind of whatever. I remember that,
Yeah.
thinking that too.
Like,
The
I think-
first one is good, but it is very small scale.
It
isn't
is.
2
But
is really
I
good.
think that's what I love about it because it's the most emotional of the John Wick movies.
True.
It, like there's
Yeah.
that
The initial like.
there's a somberness where it's like the second, third, fourth, like they learn how to have fun, whereas the first one is like a very just
Yeah, it's a
sad
dark story,
fucking
yeah.
movie. And I think I love that it's like this such tiny small scale, and then you just get into the second one, and it's like boom, and you're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And it's just because it really does feel like when you're going into the second one, you're stepping into a world, and I think not only because of the budget constrictions, but even if they had the budget, I don't think that would have been the best idea to do that with the first movie. I think doing that with the second one, where it's just like, okay, like
Yeah,
let's
'cause
just
it's a gateway, right?
yeah,
It's like a
exactly. Let's
gateway.
just care about the character. Let's care about setting him up. Boom, second movie.
Yeah.
Look
That's
at this
true.
world, and it's just there's so much you can do with the John Wick universe.
What happened in
Yeah.
that third movie again? I forgot.
That's the one with
Halle Berry,
Halle Berry.
and she has doggies, and they go. Rah, rah, rah.
Oh,
right?
the
He's in the
dogs.
desert. He
Yeah.
loses a finger.
Yeah, he goes. "Choing."
And that's
So,
all.
The one
That's
was in
it.
the second one then.
The second one, he goes to like Rome. That's when you get introduced to the Continental Hotel.
That's right. That's right.
Oh
uh, Lance Reddick, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Those movies, like all of them are just so memorable. Like, they're all so memorable, except for 3. Sorry, 3.
But yeah, let's.
Did
move
we
on
have to
from
like?
there.
Well, you watched 3,
Yeah.
but you didn't watch 2 or 4.
No,
No,
I
he-
watched 2. I watched the first 3. I'm missing the 4th one.
Just the 4.
Oh, yeah. The third one wasn't he just had to get lose the finger just to do whatever he
Yeah,
wanted to do.
he needed
Yeah.
like some kind of like passageway.
Yeah, it was a
safety.
passageway.
That's
Yeah,
the one with Lawrence Fishburne in it, right?
he's in all of them, or he's
No.
in 2, 3, and 4.
No, but he's in like yeah.
He's like very important in 3 though.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. But yeah, moving on from that. As of today, I haven't seen it yet. I know you guys haven't seen it yet, but we finally have the release of Predator.
I know.
Killers of Killers. I'm gonna watch that first thing tomorrow. bro.
Same.
It's the first.
When is it out today?
It came out today. It came out today on Hulu. It's an anthology series, right? Let me actually
Yeah,
go to Hulu.
it's a movie, but it's like 3 different stories,
Dude,
and I
that
guess
shit
the
is
storylines come together at some point.
I am so
yeah.
excited to watch this. Oh, bro, why-
Oh hell no.
I was listening to a 3C
hell
live
no.
stream at work, and what was it called? He was hyping this up.
Dude, I mean, it's good. Everybody, it's at like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
Predator, Killer of Killers. Let me tell you what it's at.
Here, let's see.
97%.
Damn.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Wait, are they releasing it in parts? I can't.
No, it's one movie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's one movie. It just has 3 different storylines
Within
and
the film.
yeah, and they converge together.
Jesus.
Like they're all set in different time periods and stuff.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That's so sick.
How long is it? So it's just an hour each one.
Hour and a half for the whole movie.
Gross.
The chunks there.
So we're gonna get like 3 movies of this thing.
We got Predusty.
You got what now?
What in the world?
You're crazy.
This guy.
You're crazy.
Damn, we got 10 viewers on this boy.
We got 10 viewers on this boy?
Oh, we had like throughout the whole.
That's
live
not
stream.
bad. Jesus. I mean, look at this gargantuous boy.
Bro, that's Kevin if he was a predator, bro. Wait.
Whoa. Alright, let's rephrase it to that's just Kevin.
Oh, that's just Kevin if he was.
That, no matter what you say now, it just does not fit well. Out of context, that's so bad.
That's
That
just
is bad.
That's just Kevin as is. That's just Kevin as is.
That is bad.
That's
as
Kevin
out
if he was a
of
scary space alien predator.
Oh, so just
context.
Kevin as is.
No, it just makes it
No,
worse.
he's just being a predator to aliens.
Whoa.
Dude, just shut up.
Wait, they call him the diddler in space.
What predator are you gonna be, huh?
Oh, there's so many different types of predators you can choose.
Alright, buddy.
Probably the nice one.
Fuck is that for?
Bro,
The
what?
more we just say,
Kevin would be the type of predator to have a sword.
Alright, dude. Alright, we're
Wait, Nico,
so yeah, when I go hunt down people, we'll be like, oh, hey.
yeah.
I
What
want
kind of people specifically would you be hunting down as a
you
predator?
shut the fuck up.
No, I'm just curious. Is there like a specific demographic you're after?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
What's going on here? Why are we talking about predators in this capacity?
Because
We're talking about aliens.
Because Kevin is a predator?
yeah, because Kevin's a predator.
God.
That's not.
I remember when he cosplayed as one year. And then,
What
and then
the
I
fuck is-
oh, dude, it was a joint thing. He was the predator and I was the victim.
Alright, we're moving on.
Dude,
We're
you
moving on.
were-
We're moving on.
Oh,
What's the next topic?
So, yeah, so I pulled up my Hulu. It took me a while to log into Hulu. I'm just not even gonna, we're just gonna exit out. But, obviously, it is the end of the night. We like to review things, right? And we actually have
Yes.
2 things to review this week. So we'll start off with the first one because it's a little shorter, and then I'll let you guys do your thing.
Yes.
But there has been a new show on the horizon, right? It is being titled This Generation's New Girl. It is a show by the name of Adults. It is produced by FX and Hulu, and it is probably one of the funniest fucking things I have seen in a long time. It's obviously a sitcom.
Yeah. This motherfucker thinks so. You see that?
Dude,
Happy
he
as
loves
dude,
it.
I've
No,
been getting blasted
because it's so good. I'm telling you,
You've been blasted
he's being
by
blasted.
predators.
No.
You've been blasted by adults. Oh my god.
So the
damn
show
it.
as of right now, it only has 8 episodes. It's on its first season, right? It's on its rookie season. Basically, it's about these 24-year-olds. So there's literally right around our age, right? These
hell no,
20
they don't look 24.
these 24-year-olds, and they all live at this one guy's house because I don't know. There's no real justification yet. He just has money, I guess, or his parents have money, and they're on like a really long trip or some shit. And so they all just moved in. They don't pay rent, obviously. So they're all low-key kind of broke, but they're living there. They're just living their lives in New York. And it's a sitcom that doesn't feel like it was written by a group of like middle-aged white men.
50-year-olds.
Yeah, no. This genuinely feels like it feels good. You know, it feels right. It feels like the humor is actually really good. The cast has a lot of chemistry. A lot of the stuff that happens in the show is improvised, and the whole opening scene, the whole opening of the show is like a bunch of like a montage of photos, and apparently that montage was one of the actors. He had like a little a camera with him, and he just kept taking pictures on set throughout production just for himself, and they turned it into the opening. Which is
Oh,
really
that's
cool.
sick. Kind of like The Office. That's,
Yeah, literally, yeah.
What was his face? John
Uh,
Krasinski filmed the opening for the show.
Yeah, just like that. Like he's just doing it for fun, and they used it. It's a really great show. There's a guy on here who's a TikToker, and I don't even know how he landed the role with the show, but he landed it.
Which one is it?
You can't see it in this photo. Go to the one next to that one.
Huh?
That right there. It's the guy in the back. His name is
Oh
Paul
my god, Mark
Baker.
Zuckerberg.
Also, they're
I'm
all
gonna pet his mustache.
they're all versions of us. So Paul Baker. So the middle girl, her name is Issa. She has her boyfriend Paul Baker, he's just like his whole thing is that he's good looking and he might be bi-curious. That the guy to her left, that's oh my gosh,
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mike Zuckerberg.
Jesus Christ, have I forgotten his name already?
You can deep fry this photo if you like.
That's Samir.
Uh-huh.
The girl to her right is Billy, and to her right is Antoine.
Antoine.
So I'm definitely Paul Baker. Christian is Samir for sure. So you're you're Mark Zuckerberg,
I'm Mark Zuckerberg?
You're
Oh,
Mark
I'm Mark
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
and then Kevin, you're probably either Billy or Antoine.
Billy
You're probably Antoine.
Yeah, Antoine.
Antoine,
How so?
you're just gonna have to watch the show and
Yeah,
find
to
out.
find out.
Yeah,
You're
no,
probably
it's
very-
really great. I'm gonna do the best to keep spoilers to a minimum. But basically, each episode, for the most part, is episodic. It is it just is the story of the day.
Uh-huh.
Whatever. There's certain lines that there's certain stories that will continue to others. Like one of the characters dates Charlie Cox in the show.
Uh-huh.
Not Charlie Cox, his character in the show.
His character
On
of
the show.
the Coxster.
And there's there's an episode that's a dinner scene. The whole episode is a dinner,
Uh-huh.
and he's in it, and he's on ketamine the whole time. And
Charlie Cox?
Yeah, Charlie Cox is on ketamine, and they tried cooking a chicken, but the chicken came out raw. But he's on ketamine, so he ends up eating the chicken. And Julia Fox is in the episode too.
The fuck?
It's the most absurd thing, but it is the funniest show.
Does Charlie play a British guy, or is he, or is Charlie Irish?
Surprisingly enough, no, he's British. He's
British.
Surprisingly enough, he plays a British guy, but he can do a New York accent. He's done
Yeah.
it before, but he plays a British guy. Also, his hairline, I feel bad for him.
Dude, it must be refreshing just getting to just
Be
talk like yourself.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Like-
ironic.
Like most fucking actors get to do. This poor guy
Gosh,
has to be blind and talk with a New York accent.
what? He's double handicapped.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic show. Like I said, I 100% recommended it. My girlfriend put me on it. She literally forced me to watch the first episode. We were in bed, and she's like, "I'm gonna play this show now." And she just put the laptop.
That's something you would do.
That is something I would do. But it was worth it, though. It was worth it. I really like it.
Oh god.
It's really funny. It's really self-aware.
How long are the episodes?
Like 30, 40 minutes.
Have you seen Abbott?
Not yet. It's up there. I'm
Abbott
gonna
is
watch
so
it.
good. Wait, did we finish the last season, baby? She has her headphones on. Our live audience is a
No,
live
we cannot
audience.
finish it.
I went to the Abbott Elementary stage and
Oh,
in the
really?
word. I was like, yeah,
Oh, so cool.
it's really cool. I have a picture of it. I'll show you in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on top of that, we also have
Oh
the
wait,
release.
before.
Wait. What are you gonna bring up?
Have you seen the studio?
Oh my gosh, I have not seen the studio.
This is like the most like Nico show ever.
I know.
It is
I-
so
I'm waiting till it's
fucking
over. I'm waiting till like.
Oh, it's already
the-
over.
Oh, perfect. I can watch it.
Yeah, me and Janice watched it in like a week or two.
Sick.
It's really good. It's very
Sorry.
like it's accessible to people that like aren't into like movies, but like it definitely is not afraid to go niche. So like there was a lot of times where like Janice watched the show before me,
Uh-huh.
but then like when she was watching the second time, like she was like, oh, what does this mean? What does that mean? She was like, what's a daily? Like things like that.
God.
So it's like they're not afraid to just to like
Yeah.
talk about the niche shit and not explain it. Like, but it still feels very accessible.
Yeah, I'll definitely
But-
watch it. It's on my list for sure.
Yeah, she loves it. There we go. Now she
She
tuned in.
loves it.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite show of the year so far. And
Let's
then
talk about it.
And then
Let-
I was like, no.
Let me watch it this week, and we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, it's really good. They're very short episodes. They're filmed really fucking.
That's what I
good.
hear. That's what I hear.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. All the
I know.
blurred images.
Oh.
This fucking kid.
Okay, but yeah, we also have the release of Raka Raka, aka. Oh my gosh, what are their full names? Danny.
Danny and Michael Filippo.
Oh my gosh, they have the release of their new film. First of all, can we just appreciate the fact that these guys are YouTubers?
I
Now
know,
they're filmmakers.
and they make good movies.
They
They're
do
not.
make
They're not. They're not making bullshit.
I got failed.
I actually did get pretty fucking
Jesus
creeped out.
Christ, though.
Here, let's. I mean, I already did like my spoiler review for it today. It's up on the channel right now.
Oh, what a coincidence! I actually have to use the.
Oh, you have to use the bathroom?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, can you hold my laptop?
We can just do a non-spoiler version.
You want to do a non-spoiler?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
just make it
dude,
easier, so you
for
don't have
sure,
to. You don't have to
yeah.
like
Sure,
walk
sure.
away and all that.
Oh, so that I don't have to use the bathroom.
So you don't have to use the bathroom and
I
take
could just
it.
shit my pants here.
Yeah, you can just jerk it right here. Our one viewer,
That
which
was
is
sharp.
probably Litzy, is gonna enjoy that. So
Oh,
adult, yeah.
as of
Thumbs up, yeah. Kevin, you go ahead first. What did you think of it?
I'll be honest.
wait. First of all.
Oh, the box office.
Box
Ooh.
office. Okay, bring her back. Mind you, it just came out last week or this week. I don't know.
Yeah, last weekend.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so we only have 1 week. Bring her back. What's the budget of this?
15.
$15 million. It has currently grossed a worldwide revenue of $11 million, which is not bad for
That's
1 week
pretty
out.
good. Especially for a movie like that. I hope it does as good as Talk to Me, because Talk to Me, holy
Talk to Me did
shit.
really well. Yeah.
I think it was over 100-something million, and the movie only cost 4.5.
Yeah. No.
Like, did I say
Crazy.
back office? Oh,
Back up. No, back.
there we go.
Bring her back.
so we can
Office.
Bring her back to
Bring
the
back the
office. Make her go back
Yeah,
to work.
11
Like,
mil.
okay, go back to your job.
11 and a
Alright,
half.
Gotta get back to the.
That's crazy.
Jesus. But yeah, talk to me. What's the film about? What's happening? Why does this little kid have bloody eyes?
So many fucking.
Has this kid watched the film? Hopefully not.
No, he hasn't.
Good, thank goodness. Thank goodness, bro.
There was not a single bad performance in this movie. I'll tell you that. Like, there
There was
obviously
not.
I think Sally Hawkins gave the best performance of the year
That's what
in,
everybody's.
in this movie.
that's what everybody's-
Oh my god, Kevin, take it away.
Kevin, take it away.
This is my first Rocka movie going into, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not disappointed at all.
Wow. Well, they've only made 2 films.
I know, but I mean, like, I don't really know him too well, but there probably has been, I've seen the video once in a while.
Yeah, they did the famous FBI open up. That's them.
They also did Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald.
I don't know, anyways.
We talk like this the whole time.
I can't believe they did
Oh,
that.
did they do the Halo one versus Ronald
Yeah,
McDonald?
They did. They
Yeah.
did
Oh,
all
so
the right
yeah, no, I have seen them before. Then my goofball brain is. Anyways, I was not really like, dude. I was like, dude, walking into it, I was like, it felt weird the first few minutes because I think like they show like random footage.
Yeah, they show like motherfuckers just dying right away. It was
Really?
so disturbing.
Why is that?
Oh, well. It actually plays into the
It
plot.
plays into-
Okay, okay.
This sets up the whole movie, but yeah, it's
But
fucking.
anyways, it's like with the whole movie itself, there was no bad performance. I liked it a lot. For once, I haven't seen a good scary movie in a while or any good glory. So it's like, dude, watching it was like kind of like a weird like.
It felt.
It felt kind of like for once I got jump scared for one, like a good jump scare, like a nice.
There was only one jump scare in the whole movie,
Really?
and it was really fucking good. Like, it's not gonna like blow your mind or anything, but it was good. It was effective.
What's the story about? What's the story about?
It's like honestly, it's better if you just don't know anything. But like really what it's really about. But basically, all you need to know is these 2 kids, their father just died, and now they get put into a foster home, and things aren't as they seem.
Classic.
It is a very classic setup, but what they do with it is so
It's unique.
refreshing and unique. Now we get the audience laugh track.
It's a little
Belay.
late during the during while we talk about orphanages.
Yeah, and children losing their parents.
What the heck?
Wow.
Is that funny to you?
Hilarious.
Anyways,
Tut tut.
but I feel like if you watch it, you're gonna put like honestly, I feel you're gonna be like looking away instantly. 'Cause
Yeah.
I looked away myself. I looked away
That
myself.
crazy?
Yes.
I really do want to watch it though. I've recently conquered my fear of horror films, but there's obviously levels to it, right?
Yeah.
Both.
I don't enjoy.
It hurt. They were both high when they went to go see it with me.
Dude.
Maybe I gotta watch it
They
while high.
had so much anxiety while watching.
I'm not gonna watch it while high. I'm not. That sounds so bad.
Dude, I had like during the film because like I ran out of drinks, and so I decided I had to make a mixed trail mix, whatever thing. And so I was like, dude, I was munching on it, and since I didn't have no carbs next to me, I was just feeling the full effect. And so each time I popped it, it calmed it down. So I'm like, by the end of the movie, I
Just
said,
going up and down.
yeah. And so by the end of the movie, I told him like, oh my god, guys, these nuts saved me.
Oh yeah, these nuts saved me. Dude, we left the theater and we went to go get food afterward. I couldn't eat. I actually felt sick after
From the film?
watching it. Which I don't really get that way when watching shit. But no, it was.
Midsummer, man.
But like the thing is, like, yeah, everyone's gonna talk about like how fucked up the movie is. It was just insanely emotional. Like I think the hardest. I think honestly, the real reason it's hard to sit through this movie isn't really because of the gore. I really think it's because of the subject matter of the movie.
You don't want to say.
I don't want to. You just gotta watch it.
I had a hard time sleeping as well because of that.
Yeah, I can't even lie. I don't
really making me not want to watch it.
Like there was a lot of visuals that it was just, and the ending. Here's the thing. It's pretty positive. I think it has an 89% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's got a pretty high score.
Fucking high as shit. Like Kevin and Janiza were when they were watching. But
she took a half. I took a half.
Oh yeah, 89%.
Yeah, 89.
Okay,
so
it's good.
So yeah, people are giving critics are giving it really good reviews. But there were some people because this is a movie that's not for everyone. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is a movie where because of the subject matter, because of how fucking gory it gets. It's not gonna be for everyone. And on top of that, even though this movie is fucking scary as shit, there honestly isn't a lot of horror. And the until the end of the movie, it is really just a fucking drama. It's a drama about grief, about figuring out. What are you doing? It's a movie about grief and loss, and that's pretty much what it's about. In fact. It got to the point where there was supposed to be more scares in the movie, but they ended up basically right before they filmed, they took a lot of the scenes out and just replaced it with characters just talking, and it's fucking effective. I mean, my theater, they were fucking high, so I don't think they even noticed it. But while the movie was ending, there was a lot of people sniffling.
Really?
There was a good amount of the audience, and I got choked up. I didn't cry. I don't know why I didn't cry. Honestly, it was a movie that usually a movie like that would have made me cry. So it has nothing to do with the movie not working for me. It worked because I felt it. I got choked up. I didn't cry. Honestly, I was just having a bad day before that.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't think
didn't push you over the edge.
You know the reason why you didn't cry?
What?
Because I was next to you and I would be making fun of horror movies.
All right, this guy.
No, I'm gonna be honest. Whenever I see a horror movie, I start making fun of it.
He couldn't even make fun of it. He was
That's
just
how crazy.
No, I made fun of it twice.
And then the knife scene happened. And you just.
I literally stopped right there.
See, that's what I tend to do with horror films. That's how I disassociate with it. Because
you just poke fun.
I usually just when I watch a movie, I lock in, right?
Yeah.
You know. But damn, yeah.
No, this was a fucked up movie. And when you get to the ending, it's definitely there's people that don't like the movie because of the ending. I really, really liked the ending.
The ending was pretty nice about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not it's bleak, but it's not to the point where I thought people I talked about it in my video.
It wasn't.
Yeah, the way people were talking about the ending made me have a pre notion of what it was gonna be, and it was not that at all. It actually does, it does have a hopeful ending. It's bleak. It's still a bleak ending. It's really fucking sad. But it's bittersweet because there's this really sadness. There's a big sadness to it, but there is a big sense of hope.
Yeah.
And I'm so I'm sitting there. I'm yes, this is a bleak movie, but it's not the bleakest ending I've ever seen in a movie. And I guess for a general audience, yeah, it's still pretty fucking bad. But for me, as a person that's seen a lot of fucking movies, I'm no, there was a lot. And this is the biggest thing about this movie is it is unapologetically dark. It is unapologetically disturbing. It is not cynical.
That's movie, a big difference.
It's a fat difference. This movie has so much fucking heart. Even throughout all the fucked up shit that goes on in this movie, there is such humanity in this film that you just I talk about it in my video I think what this movie shines the most at is character work. Mm-hmm. This movie does characters better than most big studio movies do. Or other films in general. There's a point in at the end of the movie where you are tested to basically the audience gets tested, or not even the audience, the team gets tested to see if the characters really worked for you. And there's a point in the film where a lot of people have feelings, and it was towards events that occurred, and it's because they created characters that were fucking incredible. You walked away remembering every character's name. You walked away remembering everything they were trying to accomplish. They felt real. They felt like genuine people. It's just these brothers have a talent. And did you ever watch Talk to Me?
Not yet.
It-
Not
it-
yet, but
it
I do
was-
want to.
It was
Yeah.
the same thing with Talk to Me made me cry. That movie
Yeah.
did make me fucking cry. Like, I think like twice. And it's because the whole the
Of course,
movie.
they care about.
Yeah, the main character was like a real fucking human being.
That's so
and
crazy.
and it's just and it's such like these two movies are just very compelling. Like
Yeah.
even if you don't like how this movie ends, you can't lie that this movie like this isn't a safe movie. This isn't a movie that played it safe. This isn't a movie that you've
Yeah.
seen before. Like it might have elements of things you've seen before, but it's not done in any way you have. Like this is a movie that's
It's an
like
auteur film.
it's like not even just that. It's like it's entertaining, but they also don't like allow the art to take the backseat.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like it
they
could,
put it.
yeah.
That's
I just-
important. That's important. I mean, that's great.
it's not a fun movie. I'll say that. Talk to Me is a very like even though it's very drab, it's very dark. It still has a lot of fun elements.
Yeah, this.
No, but the thing is like there are small moments of that. There's like this isn't really like a big spoiler or anything, but like there's a moment in the movie where the characters all have like a karaoke party because they're so sad, they're in so much pain, and instead of all the characters lingering on it, there's a nice like 2-minute long sequence of the characters finding a bit of joy,
yeah.
and it is so fucking heartfelt. And yeah, I can't praise this movie enough. I really love
Shout
it.
out to that kid though.
This definitely has made my top 5 of the year so far.
Jesus.
Like I think it is my 3rd favorite movie of the year.
I gotta
Or
check it out.
I don't know. Okay, I think
Actually,
just
don't-
because of how
don't watch it by yourself though. I'll say that.
yeah, don't watch it. I think actually I think I'm gonna
I'll
put
watch
it
it.
at number
With,
4.
I'll watch it with Felicity.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it at 4 just because Thunderbolts was like my 3rd favorite of the year, but like honestly, that's a more rewatchable. Like I loved this
Of
movie.
course, the experience is different.
Yeah,
no,
I
know
love
what you
this
mean.
movie so much. I don't know the next time I can watch it. Whereas
Yeah.
Talk to Me, I can put it on whenever. Like that. But this, I was like, oof. Okay, I'm
It's a lot, it's a
gonna need
lot.
some distance before I check it out again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
I'm
that
not
was
gonna watch
That's
it.
Yeah.
great. That's
Yeah.
great. And you know, Danny and Michael, they don't. They were obviously offered like money to come move to LA, work in LA.
Yeah,
But they said they want to keep making movies in Australia.
Yeah,
Good
and they
for
should.
them.
They had a general meeting with Marvel recently.
I heard
I'm-
about that. I did. Yeah.
Those two
What
making
project?
a fucking Marvel movie. The easiest thing everyone's been saying is like Blade or like a Midnight Suns. No.
What are you gonna say?
Honestly, they could do a fucking kick-ass like Nova.
I was gonna say Ghost Rider.
Ghost
but
Rider
you know,
2 would go. I was just about to
Yeah.
say Ghost Rider go
Nova
crazy.
would go crazy though.
Like they could do horror things, like, but like obviously that's too much of a safe bet. Like those two, with how well written they are at drama, I could see them doing like, them
Nova good. Yeah.
doing Daredevil would be fucking insane.
You would be. That's the most bleak version of Daredevil you'd ever see on screen.
because like they're
Punisher.
good at, the thing is they're good at action too.
Punisher.
Ooh, dude! If they did Punisher and Daredevil, I think that's the perfect mix right there.
No.
Because like you can add with Daredevil, we can add the horror elements.
Okay. But if let's say they want to do something that like isn't already like in a set of creative hands.
Oh,
Like
like something that hasn't been done.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, this kind of has been done, but it hasn't. What's their faces? Heroes for Hire. Because that's that technically hasn't been done.
Yeah, I think they would do good with that. I think they would do good with that, and like especially with martial arts, like, dude, them doing an Iron Fist movie. Oh my
Iron Fist
god!
would go.
Hold up! I think that's what I want them to do.
Iron Fist.
Hold up! I want them to do an Iron Fist movie. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Damn.
I want an Iron Fist movie from those two because they they're really good at directing action too. I mean,
Oh yeah, of course. Look at what they came up on.
I know, like they did like the Naruto video. Have you ever seen their Naruto video?
Yes,
Like,
I've seen
dude,
everything.
they're fucking they're great at action.
Naruto.
Yeah, we'll
They
show,
were
we'll show
they,
it to you. We'll
they
show
were
it to you.
supposed to direct the Street Fighter movie.
They were, but they dropped out because of.
They wanted to make this.
That's right.
And I am so happy for them. Like honestly,
Yeah.
like it's a big deal. Street Fighter's like a big. They've talked about how like it's a big part of their childhood. They made their own Street Fighter video on their channel.
I hope they can direct the sequel or something.
Yeah, I hope that they do get the chance to at least direct one big budget film. And what was it called? I was watching an interview with them on the Michael Rosenberg. You know the guy. Lex Luthor guy. And they were talking about like how they're huge like superhero. I mean, obviously you've seen like
Of course,
seen the
you
channel.
can tell. You can tell.
But like still, it's like just seeing those two, like it was so funny. I don't remember what interview it was, but there was someone because I was listening to like a whole bunch of them while I was working on the video for this movie.
Yeah.
In the background, and there was like one where like the interviewer, whoever, was like, they are such different people from the fucking movies they make.
Oh yeah, everybody talks about how like they're fun and silly guys.
They're like so goofy and like they just make the most sad
But that's what
ass
it is.
fucking
I mean, that's what
movies.
it's about. You know, it's like the whole thing that like comedians make really great drama actors.
That is true,
Right.
Because
Look
like
at Jordan Peele.
yeah, and like
I mean, he's
comedians,
not
I don't know what it
actor,
is
but-
about comedians, but like there is such a sadness to them that like if you listen to a lot of comedians, like
Yeah.
a lot of their jokes, like they're funny, but like there's an underline of like trauma, sadness. Like there's like a lot of fucking
Yeah,
like, there's
no,
something
definitely.
there's something that they're going through, like, and their way to process their pain is
It's
through
through
comedy.
Yeah.
And like that's why like Steve Carell, like Seth Rogen,
Oh,
those
yeah.
those guys are so good in drama. It's just god. Anyways, this movie's great. I loved it. It's one of the best of the year.
Well, bad news for you. Kevin is being choked out by himself. But you know who else wants to choke him out?
Who?
Me. But besides me, though. And
Me?
besides you, of course.
Oh.
The police outside the door. So we gotta get out of here.
Oh my god.
We gotta get out of here.
Oh
Guys, we
my
got.
God.
Guys, we gotta get our stuff. We gotta get our stuff. We gotta get our stuff,
Gotta go.
guys.
We gotta go.
Guys, my name is Nico, aka Prince
My
Productions.
name is Dr. Day, Caleb Lopez. I'm gonna get the mouse.
My name is Charlie, also known as APS Entertainment. And one day the entertainment will be gone.
And we will see you guys next week. See ya.
Doses.
Bye.